There are rivers, ribbons of water that carve their way through the earth, shaping landscapes and nurturing life wherever they flow. Some are mighty, some are gentle, but all are essential to the places they touch. And then, there is the Nile. Unlike any other, it is a river that has defined the destiny of an entire civilization. Its waters have been the silent witness to the unfolding of human history, a thread connecting the ancient world to our own. The Nile is the lifeblood of Egypt, a flowing artery that has sustained people, animals, and crops for thousands of years. Along its banks, stories were born, legends grew, and the seeds of greatness were sown. It is a river of myth and memory, where every ripple carries echoes of the past. For millennia, the Nile has nourished the land, turning desert into fertile fields and making life possible where otherwise there would be none. It has watched the rise and fall of pharaohs, the building of temples, and the passage of countless generations. Its banks have seen triumph and tragedy, celebration and sorrow. To travel the Nile is to journey through time itself. Each bend in the river reveals a new chapter, a fresh perspective on the ancient world. The gentle movement of the boat becomes a meditation, a way to connect with the rhythms of nature and history. Imagine yourself aboard a graceful boat, the sun warming your face as you glide past landscapes that have remained unchanged for centuries. The air is filled with the scent of water and earth, the distant calls of birds and the soft rustle of palm leaves in the breeze. The Nile slows you down, inviting you to notice the little things: a heron poised at the water's edge, the delicate sway of papyrus, the play of sunlight on rippling water. Here, time stretches and deepens, and you begin to hear the whispers of history carried on the wind. Let us cast off and follow the path once taken by gods and pharaohs, explorers and dreamers. As the sails unfurl and the boat glides forward, we step into a living story, ready to create new memories along the river's ancient course. The Nile is waiting, shrouded in dawn mist and golden light, ready to share its timeless secrets with those who seek them. Each sunrise brings a promise of discovery, each sunset a sense of wonder. Come along, step aboard and let the adventure begin. The river calls, and its story is far from over. Together, we will uncover the magic of the Nile, one moment at a time. Our adventure begins in Luxor, once known as Thebes, the legendary city of 100 gates. Here, the Nile carves a path through history, and every sunrise seems to awaken the spirits of ancient pharaohs and priests who once walked these very streets. The city is a living museum where the past and present blend seamlessly, and every stone has a story to tell. The grandeur of ancient Egypt lingers in the air, woven into the very fabric of Luxor. The ruins stand as silent sentinels, their weathered faces etched with hieroglyphs that whisper tales of gods, kings, and civilizations long gone. As the sun casts golden light across the stones, it's easy to imagine the city at its height, bustling with life, echoing with prayers and processions. On one side, the Temple of Karnak rises, a vast complex built for gods, its colossal columns reaching skyward as if to touch eternity. Walking among these pillars, you feel dwarfed by the scale and ambition of those who built them. Karnak is not just a monument, it is a testament to the devotion and ingenuity of the ancient Egyptians, a place where myth and reality intertwine. As our dahabeah pulls away from the bustling city, the landscape begins to transform. The sounds of modern life fade into the distance, replaced by the gentle rhythm of the river and the soft calls of water birds. The city's energy gives way to a sense of calm, and we are left with only the steady flow of the Nile to guide us forward. The Colossi of Memnon, two towering statues that have watched over this land for millennia, bid us farewell. These silent giants have witnessed the rise and fall of empires, the passage of countless travelers, and the changing face of Egypt itself. Their presence is both humbling and inspiring, a reminder of the enduring legacy of those who came before us. The crew unfurls the white sails, and with a gentle snap, they catch the breeze. There is no engine, no rush, just the timeless partnership of wind and water. The dahabeah glides smoothly, its wooden hull creaking softly, as if in conversation with the river. This is travel as it was meant to be, slow, immersive, and deeply connected to the world around us. We drift past Luxor's West Bank, a land steeped in myth and mystery. Here, the afterlife was not just a belief, but a destination, where pharaohs were laid to rest in the Valley of the Kings, surrounded by treasures and secrets meant to last for eternity. The hills rise in the distance, their ochre slopes concealing tombs carved deep into the rock. The ochre hills hold hidden treasures and ancient mysteries, their silent facades belying the wonders that lie within. Each tomb is a doorway to another world, filled with vibrant paintings and hieroglyphs that have survived the centuries. The landscape itself feels sacred, shaped by the hands of time and the dreams of those who sought immortality. As we leave this gateway to the past, a profound peace settles over us. The river's surface mirrors the sky, and the gentle sway of the boat invites quiet reflection. In this moment, surrounded by history and nature, we feel a deep connection to the land and its stories, a sense of belonging to something much greater than ourselves. The river is our guide now, leading us onward through a landscape shaped by both nature and human hands. Each bend in the Nile promises new sights, new stories, and new wonders waiting to be discovered. The journey has truly begun, and with every gentle turn of the river, we are reminded that adventure and wonder await us around every bend. Life on the Nile settles into a gentle, soothing rhythm, unlike anything you've ever experienced. The world slows down, and the constant rush of modern life fades into the background, replaced by the soft lapping of water against the hull and the distant calls of birds. Here, time seems to stretch and expand, inviting you to breathe deeply and simply be present. Days are measured by the sun, not the clock. The golden light of dawn signals a new beginning, and the fiery hues of sunset mark the gentle close of another day. There are no alarms or schedules, just the natural rhythm of the river guiding your every moment. Mornings bring soft light and birdsong. Tea on deck feels like pure peace. The air is cool and fresh, carrying the scent of the river and the promise of adventure. You might find yourself wrapped in a blanket, hands curled around a warm cup, watching the world awaken in slow motion. Our dahabeeyah is a floating sanctuary, simple elegance, open-air dining, and a crew who know the river's secrets. Meals are shared under the open sky, with laughter and stories drifting on the breeze. The crew, with their warm smiles and deep knowledge, make you feel not just like a guest, but like a part of their river family. Your only task: watch, listen, and let the beauty wash over you. Recline on soft cushions, gaze at the ever-changing scenery, and let your thoughts drift as lazily as the current. There's a rare freedom in having nothing to do but soak in the moment. Afternoons drift by as the boat glides silently, revealing a living tapestry of farmers tending their fields, fishermen casting their nets, and children waving from the shore. Each scene is a glimpse into the timeless life of the Nile, unchanged for generations, and you become a quiet observer of this ancient rhythm. Evenings bring quiet moorings near villages or sandy islands, perfect for reading or stargazing. As the sky deepens to indigo and the first stars appear, the world feels hushed and magical. The gentle rocking of the boat and the distant sounds of village life lull you into a state of deep relaxation. The daily cycle, sunrise, gentle sailing, peaceful nights, becomes the heartbeat of the journey. Each day flows seamlessly into the next, creating a sense of timelessness. The river's steady pulse becomes your own, and you find yourself attuned to its ancient wisdom. It calms the mind and nourishes the soul. The simplicity of life aboard the dahabeeyah allows you to reconnect with yourself, with nature, and with the stories that the Nile has carried for millennia. Here, you connect deeply to the timeless pulse of the Nile. Each moment is a reminder that sometimes the greatest luxury is simply to slow down, to listen, and to let the river show you the beauty of living in the present. Sailing the Nile is like turning the pages of history, with temples as its grand illustrations. Each stop is a chapter, stone sanctuaries filled with stories of gods and pharaohs. At Edfu, the Temple of Horus stands perfectly preserved, its walls alive with ancient tales. Calm Ombo's double temple, dedicated to Sobek and Horus, reflects the Egyptians' sense of balance. Mummified crocodiles remind us of the reverence for the river's creatures. Philae Temple, rescued from the rising waters, and Karnak's grandeur each leave a mark on your heart. These are not just ruins, they are places of profound spiritual power. To walk among these columns is to feel a deep connection to generations past. The Nile is a feast for the senses, a symphony of sights and sounds. Hear the gentle lapping of water, the whisper of wind in the sails, the distant call to prayer. The riverbanks are vibrant green, contrasting with the pale desert beyond. Date palms sway, egrets and kingfishers dart, and every bend reveals a new vista. Daily life unfolds, women washing clothes, farmers guiding oxen, children playing by the shore. These scenes echo the ancient tomb paintings, a living continuity. The air shifts from crisp morning freshness to warm afternoon heat, then to soft, jasmine-scented evenings. Here you don't just see Egypt, you breathe it in and feel its ancient pulse. The true magic of Egypt lies in its people. Along the Nile, you're greeted with waves, laughter, and genuine hospitality. Mooring near a village, children come to say hello, sharing smiles and curiosity. Invited for mint tea, you feel like an honored guest, not a tourist. The crew and locals share stories, weaving the river's legends into your journey. Vendors in riverside markets bargain with flair and humor. These encounters transform sightseeing into cultural exchange. The temples are magnificent, but it's the people who are the true treasure of the Nile. Each day on the Nile ends with pure magic, the golden hour. The sun bathes the landscape in gold, deepening the greens and painting the desert in pink and orange. Conversation stops as everyone watches, mesmerized. The sky becomes a canvas of fiery hues, palm trees and sails silhouetted against the colors. No camera can capture the feeling of witnessing this beauty firsthand. As the sun sets, you understand why the ancient Egyptians revered Ra. Twilight brings calm, gratitude, and wonder, a daily gift from the river. These sunsets become cherished memories glowing warmly forever. As we near journey's end, the landscape shifts. The tranquil Nile gives way to Cairo's vibrant energy. The river widens, banks crowded with buildings and bridges. The hum of a city of 20 million replaces the river's whispers. The pyramids appear on the horizon, rising from the desert, larger and more magnificent than you imagined. Our dahabeah glides past modern chaos and ancient wonders, the old and new colliding in captivating contrast. The river becomes a busy highway, yet its spirit endures. Fishermen and families still gather along its banks. Our water journey ends, but Cairo's labyrinthine streets invite new adventures. From serene Nile to bustling city, our journey comes full circle. Our voyage ends, but the spirit of the Nile flows on. This journey is more than a holiday. It's a pilgrimage that touches your soul. The Nile changes you, connecting you to humanity's grand story. The true magic must be experienced. The rocking boat, the dawn chorus, the kindness of strangers. Dream of your own journey. Imagine the sun on your skin, the pyramids before you. The Nile teaches patience, observation, and peace. Your own story is waiting to be written, filled with discovery and wonder. Come and sail these legendary waters. Let the river tell you its secrets. The Nile is waiting. Come and share in its magic.